So this is a super I've just put on a hive after winter. It's early April. Nice warm day, nice sunny day. There's the sun there to prove it, blue skies. And I can just show you that I've put foundation free frames alternating between drawn comb and last year's uncapped frames, a few last minute uncapped frames. So 1, 2, 3, all in between drawn comb. There's a single bar stiffener and 2 bar stiffener. We'll see how they get on with them. This colony was very small going into winter, very small coming out, but now has got loads and loads of brood, capped brood. Quite a few frames of capped brood, just about to hatch, so they're just coming out perfectly, and they'll start moving up onto these frames soon, I suspect. Good. So the foundation free frame, just drawing nicely. And there's another one there with the red drawing pin. So let me just pull that out for you so you can have a look. You're seeing it's almost impossible. Oh, it's a double, just looking on the top there, it's a double support. So there's one down there, and they've covered it nicely on both sides. You can hardly tell they're in there. It's nice, very nice. This is a brood super frame, and you can see they've built drone cells all the way along it. This is one with 2 stiffeners in, so just as good as wire really. But if they don't use it for drones, they'll use it for stores in the winter, so it's no bother. I'm just checking through the hives now, mid-September, getting ready to close them up for winter. It's been a bad year really, because we've had long bouts, a month at a time, of winds and rain, so any honey they've gathered they've consumed, but nevertheless they've been putting some away the last few weeks. I'm just going through to make sure to consolidate the stores for winter, and to see if there's a bit of spare for me. And I've just thought I'd show you this. It's one of my foundation free, and it's a 2 support one. So you can see one of the supports there, but the other one they've completely enclosed. And if I turn over, spin it round, you can see, you can't even tell that there are supports in there. So that's really nice. Cap stores on a foundation free frame. Here's another one from the same hive. Just see there, that little dot there means it's got single support, cap stores, and apart from that little gap at the bottom and a cup at the corners, you can't tell it's any different to one that's had foundation in. That's a lovely frame of stores, all foundation free. And there we go, there's one. If I can just hold it to the sunlight, just see the supports in there, And that's just beginning to cap that one. And if I just turn him round for you, you can see the supports more clearly there, and there are wet stores in there, and they're just closing up the cells on that side. So again, another example of a 2 support frame, if that's your preference. It's an interesting one. It's foundation free, but it's all drone cells, and they've never used it for drones. They've just used it for stores. It's one of my early ones. It hasn't even got a drawing pin in. Another nice one, nicely drawn. If I just flip it over, you can see on this side I've got that cushion effect they sometimes do. It's quite pleasing, and it's all cap stores, but only partly filled on the frame. Right, I've taken the super off. I've taken all the cap frames out, and I've put them back in. I've shuffled full ones to the edges where the empty ones were, and I've put empty ones to the middle, and made sure they've got pretty much a full brood box, a full super, sorry. And you can see there with the drawing pins now I've managed to introduce 2 more foundation free frames. The drawing pins indicate the foundation frames. So the brood box now is nearly completely foundation free, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the brood super. So when they come out in spring now, I've got almost half a brood super with foundation free, and I'll just carry on replacing them as and when. So when they come out in spring, very often the upwind side, it's very windy around here, will be mouldy, so that frame will probably have to come out. I'll put foundation free, and then I'll shuffle all these away. I'll take them out and replace with empty foundation free that they can draw. So we're well on our way with this hive to being 100% foundation free, and I would imagine by the end of next season it will be. So that's a nice one, nice placid bees. Already got enough stores for winter in there. There's already, I would say, £35, and I like to have them 40, so they're going to be alright. There's whole of September and October to go yet, so they'll have plenty, and I might even be able to get a bit more off. And for my troubles, I've got 4 frames of honey, which is a lovely bonus. I've got some at last. So I just need to tidy this up and put it back together.